Hi everyone, this is Neel Raithatha, consultant audiologist and director of ClearWax. Thank you for joining me in my latest video using the Waxscope. And here we have a patient who attended with bilateral, fully occluding, dark, oxidized earwax. And I'm just having an examination of both ears. So we're going to commence with their right ear first, which the patient felt to be the worst one out of the two. And as soon as I entered here, you can tell by the consistency, it's quite mushy wax. And that can be quite difficult to suction. So I've just instilled some medical grade olive oil spray, which helps to coagulate this wax. It's easy to suction. So I'm just trying to take it away from the posterior canal wall. We can't see the ear canal at the moment, so we've got to be gentle, but here I can begin to see the ear canal. Now that enables me to then work far more precisely around the ear canal. So when you can identify some of the ear canal, it then allows you to draw a picture in your mind, even if the wax is still obscuring the view. You can more or less identify where the canal is and the angulation and how close you are with the suction probe. So although this more lateral wax is quite soft, the main body, the core, which we're going to remove in a moment, was a lot drier and firmer, and it's quite matted. There's a few hairs there, so I'm just detaching some dead skin. And you can see just how dark this is. It's almost pitch black. And there's those matted hairs I was making reference to. So it's a bit more tricky sometimes getting a suction grip when you've got a lot of hair, and of course if the wax is quite dry and hardened. But the olive oil just softens the surface enough where I can get a good seal with the suction tip around the wax. And the better the seal, the more suction power you're going to generate. It is lodged quite deep. So I'm just slowly wriggling it. When you've got another thing with a firm piece of wax like this, if you don't get a good suction grip, when you're applying pressure at the tip of the suction probe onto the wax, you can inadvertently push it a bit further in and push it against the patient's eardrum, so it can be a bit uncomfortable. So you just need to be able to gauge how much pressure to apply with the suction tip. So I managed to remove that. It's going to focusing on the patient's eardrum. You can see we've got a fantastic view there. There's a piece of wax in the anterior recess. It's so insignificant with the Waxscope, it's so magnified. We're not going to even attempt to remove that. So we're just moving on to the patient's left ear. And similarly to their right, there's more lateral wax. It's a bit more softer and mushier. But the main plug is a lot drier, darker, it's oxidized. In fact, this plug was larger than their right ear, but despite that, the patient felt it was their right ear that was the right ear that was giving them more symptoms. And that could be because the right ear, the wax was really lodged. Here, although it's a larger piece of wax, you'll see it comes away with far less resistance. So again, just want to identify the floor of the ear canal, which I can. Got a suction grip, and I'm making a conscious effort not to come away too quickly with the suction tip, because if you come away too quickly, you can break that airtight seal and it reduces suction power. Just going to mop up around the entrance of some soft wax here, some skin, it's got some oil, so I'm just hovering over. And this bit is slightly more narrower. I wouldn't say the patient's got narrow ear canals, but in comparison to their right side, you can see the anterior canal wall's a bit more protruding inwards. So I think the top plug is from their left side, the bottom plug with all those matted hairs is from their right ear. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.